Arabia nowadays and for a while has been mostly a desert. That is well known, but it wasn't always that way. At least some of it sometimes was Greenland a long time ago, and now evidence has been found of the earliest presence yet discovered of humans, or at least a close relative of humans there when, long ago, the land was not a desert. According to the study that found this, Stone Age humans or a relative of them moved across a green Arabia starting about 400,000 years ago. Sometimes then, monsoon rains made northern Arabia into a green land and no longer a desert for a period of time which made it more hospitable to journey through. Humans or their relatives took advantage of this opportunity coming from northern Africa and southwest Asia. They journeyed through this, at certain times green Arabia, to go to other places. For information about this study and the people who did it, I am going to quote from the article about this on IFL Science here. Quote, Dr. Hugh Grocott of the Max Planck Institute has been studying the Kahal Amation 4 site in northern Arabia. Although the location is now an inhospitable desert, Grocott and co-author report in Nature a lake has been sustained there 6 times over the last half of a million years, and on 5 of these occasions, stone tools were dropped around its edges, indicating humans were present there almost every chance they got. Each time the tools appear, they are different from those that came before, marking a change in culture in the intervening time. Whether the tool makers were Homo sapiens or some extinct branch of the human family is unclear, although the most recent tool makers were probably our own species. Evidence from Arabia's relatively wet southwestern coastal strip suggests some sites were occupied by modern humans and Neanderthals at different times. It's also likely some of the Kahal Amation occupants coincided with migrations that allowed new branches of humanity to conquer the world beyond Africa. Luminescence dating reveals the ages of the tools as approximately 400, 300, 200, and 55,000 years old, with a longer human presence 130 to 75,000 years ago. It is the first time a site in Arabia has been associated with multiple bouts of occupation. End of quote. It also said they found the fossils of animals that were there at the same time as humans and found that those animals were from Africa at that time. This shows that the animals went into Arabia when it was green at the same time as humans, so these animal fossils from that time don't just show animals went from Africa to Arabia when it was green, but that humans did too, at least somewhat. It makes sense that humans and animals only traveled through Arabia when it was not desert, because animals and humans or their relatives at that time did not have much of anything like knowledge and things to help them go through a large desert. The desert was a huge obstacle for humans or their relatives to move and expand, so when it was not desert, they took advantage of the opportunity and went through it. The reason this evidence was preserved for so long and found was because sand dunes covered it during dry times, which prevented erosion and kept it well organized. Professor Robin Dennell from the University of Exeter wrote about this study, though he had no part in doing it. He said that 10 years ago, there had been no archaeological sites older than 10,000 years that had, up to that time, been recorded in the Arabian Peninsula. He said, quote, Since then, we have found 85,000-year-old footprints, 190,000-year-old tools that resemble those of earlier eras, and a solitary finger bone. End of quote. This is another example how the Earth was different long ago. This discovery is also quite important and gives important information about human history because this seems to tell more about humans moving and expanding in very early history. So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy this content. Thank you very much.